Hello! Again, time for another unboxing. So I just got this in the mail from Mathworks. And I believe it's going to be a game called Night Market from Talon Strikes Games. If it is, boy, wow, this was a long time coming. This was a Kickstarter that finished up in April of 2021. And that company got really affected by the pandemic and shipping costs going through the roof. And I think rather than passing our cost on to their backers, because they're a pretty small company, they just held off until the things were affordable. And they had quite a few going, and they've been coming one by one. But this is the one that's taken the longest. And as always, pretty well packed. Talon Strikes. So let's have it. Yep, it's what it is, Night Market. So my hit rate for games from Kickstarter actually arriving is still 100%. Can't complain about that. Looks like there was some extras in there. I got this one so long ago. I'm pretty sure I just did the base Kickstarter with this one. This is one of the biggest boxes I've gotten from Talon Strikes. I've bought a few games from them, and this is I guess that's why this one took such a long while, is because it is a pretty big game. So this is 14 plus, 60 to 9 minutes, 2 to 4 chefs, aka players. Their games tend to be pretty well and intricately designed. This one is the game of competing to run these sort of food stalls in a night market in, I think, Hong Kong. And let's have a look at it. There we go. So it is nice to see these things roll in eventually. Sometimes people get really stressed out when they do a Kickstarter or a pre-order and the game doesn't show up. But generally, as long as you're getting steady communication from the creator, and they keep you up to date on what's going on, you should trust that you're going to get it eventually. Sometimes you will get dodgy companies, and they'll just disappear, or they'll make excuse after excuse. But Talon Strikes is a good company. They kept us up to date with pretty regular updates, just saying where they were at and what delays were happening. This game also had to have a few adjustments made. So there's the box anyway. Nice artwork. Pretty standard thickness of cardboard. What is it? Like a matte finish. There's the rule book. Not overly complicated, actually. Like, I've had much thicker rule books from games that I thought would be much less complicated. We've got like some score pads. And oh my gosh, look at this. The whole game. Is this whole game just punch boards? It is. It's a lot of punch. Oh no, there's all right, so let's go through it bit by bit because it's different things. So there's these punch boards. So those look like are those stalls or restaurants? I'm not sure. Just the rooftops of buildings in different colors. So there's 4 different colors of rooftops there. So I'm going to go ahead and think that these might be the player colors. And then we've got lots and lots of tokens and money. So that I'm pretty sure this is kind of an economic buying and selling type of game, where you build up your resources so that you can build a food stall empire that's bigger and better than any of the other players. And there's a lot of tokens. Now this is cool. We've got some punch out dual layer boards. So you've got some room for your, looks like your delivery scooters. Oh gosh, there's a lot of these actually. So what do we got here? More dual layer, still punch out. You've got some slots for your delivery trucks. I'm very interested. I'm gonna have to play this game pretty soon because it's looking actually very cool. Lots of dual layer stuff. And you can see that looks like that's got room for you to put out your stalls. And what do we got here? More dual layer things. This is this is so cool. So this is the actual player board, game board, and there's all the dual layer slots to put all those buildings. So this is a pretty heavy game. I think not like, you know, not the heaviest, but still there's a lot of different layers of gameplay here. And it seems pretty cool. I'm going to have to sit there with it. But then again, like this rulebook is pretty concise looking. It doesn't have too much in there, so I might get lucky and be able to play this game without devoting too much of my life force to learning it. So here's a nice deck of tarot-sized cards. I think that's tarot-sized. And this is a matte finish, a linen finish. Sometimes it's kind of like a linen-ish finish on things, where it looks textured, but it's only lightly textured. And again, linen finish is just a great way to increase the longevity of the paper materials. It reduces the amount of friction on the cards and paper stuff, so when they're rubbing against, you're not losing big chunks of pigment off the surface. All right, and then we've got this stuff. Some nicely packed bags of tokens, and there's quite a lot of tokens for this game. We've got these look like our little chefs, if you can see it. Some chef meeples, some scooter meeples, and each of 4 player colors as well. Those look like lanterns. Boop. And just some normal little worker meeples. And some tiles. Looks like they have some sort of monetary value to the game. And some nice big chunky wooden cubes that will have a place. I have to read the rule books to understand what that place is. But so far so good. All right, so that is the base game of Night Market. Now Night Market actually has, I didn't get them, but several expansions. This is one thing that Talon Strike's games studios does quite well, is create games that have like a reasonably sized base set and then quite a few little expansions, so you can keep varying and extending the gameplay. All right, so now here's my Kickstarter extras in this bag. So this is just, I believe this is just the free stuff I got for being so kind as to back the Kickstarter all those years ago. So I got some trucks and some, looks like train cars, and some extra meeples, but those ones don't have chef's hats. They have a different type of hat. Buses, not train cars. Oh, that's cool. And little trees. Neato. They're thinner than the wooden tokens that came in the game. Box, the main box. Here's some extra cards. What it is, all double-sided. Interesting stuff. I don't know what it's for. And here's some cards that clearly go with those little tree tokens. So it's got the same design on the back of the card. If I can get them out of there. I got a bit dinged up there. Oh well. And what am I looking at here? The seasons. I think there was something about like a seasonal expansion. And it says season goals. Okay, so that's winter, spring, and summer, I guess. Interesting. Not that much. Oh yeah, look, it's fall and winter. It's harder to tell with that one because it's a bare tree, but on this side there's snow, and on this side there's leaves and hanging from the branches and leaves on the ground. But in this one you've got spring, fresh flowers, and summer with the leaves in the trees. And on the other side of the cards there's either powers or goals, extra ways to score points, regardless. And here we've got some more mini cards, a big fat deck of mini cards that says Formosa Tour on the back of all of them. Yes, so this might be another mini expansion. I don't know. Once again, I haven't really been keeping up to date, but there's a lot of stuff here. If whatever it adds, come on now. Sorry for that loud noise. Oh my gosh. Devastating. Not an earthquake, just my big doofy head bumping into things. Will it stand or is it broken? Me? Seems okay. Okay, we'll be very, very careful. I just dropped some of the cards and then bumped the camera with my head. All right, we're still there. We're still in business. And there's not much more to look at here. So here are the enhanced experience rulebook. So that's a little extra rules for all that stuff I was just showing you. And some tokens also to do with the enhanced experience. And here's a little, a very thin but nice, good quality player board that's just got a map of an island, Formosa, Taipei Tower, and these are all the routes you can take. So it looks like this expansion allows you to some extent take your show on the road. All right, so that is Night Market. It's an Adam Zwane game from Talon Strike Studios, and looks pretty good, actually. I'm more excited about this one than I thought I was going to be, just going through the box. So if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you want to see my videos when they come out in the future. And hit the little bell button if you want to be notified when I put a video up. That's always nice. And please leave a comment below if you'd like to tell me what a great job I'm doing, or suggest another game, or you want to see something in more detail. That's a really good use for the comments. It's like, hey, what was that? Can you show that again? Or what exactly did you get in this Kickstarter? And of course, at some point I may or may not do a review on this on our podcast, which is hotgamemagnet.com. You can always check that out. We've got lots and lots of podcasts on there and reviews of games. It's a lot of fun. So hope that you can be there listening. Until next time, have a lovely day.